Well, good morning. I have survived another Christmas holiday. I hope you have as well. Not everybody loves the holidays, although this one is not a bad one as holidays go for me. Usually I've been alone for the last 10 or 12 years because, you know, I'm not close to my family. My brothers, long story. They don't really approve of me. You know, what can I tell you? I didn't grow old and die the way I was supposed to. According to the books of how you're supposed to grow old. I didn't go there. I went, you know what? I'm going to go to Mexico. We're going to see. Life could be a little bit more interesting than being miserable in California or way more miserable in Pennsylvania. Listen, if you're in Pennsylvania, I'm sorry. It is absolutely beautiful there. It's so cold. Now, I grew up in New York where it was so cold that I'd forgotten about it and damp. So I'm back in Mexico. I don't regret it. I've been assessing myself at the end of the year. I have to say I'm very, very happy to be awake this morning. Not only because it's sunny, but because I'm awake and I'm mobile, and I'm grateful. Because a year ago, around this time, I was diagnosed as having coronary artery disease, CAD. Oh, God, it makes it sound like a chocolate bar. And I was told that I was going to have to go to the United States and get, what do they call it? Stents, not flints, stents. And I went, well, I gave up Medicare a few years ago, because. And they said, what? I said, well, can it be done here? They said, yes. The doctor said, yes, we can do it here, but you have a higher risk of dying from COVID than a heart attack. I said, okay, I'll take the meds. And so here I am alive. And as it turns out, I was misdiagnosed on the machine. The machine was calibrated incorrectly. Not that I don't have plaque in my arteries. You don't get to be my age with a little black plaque in your arteries. But it turns out, that I'm not a high risk. I'm just a normal risk for somebody my age. If you're around my age, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, you got this to look forward to. So the holidays were pretty cool. And now we are looking at January. And the other night I was watching a pretty funny satire called Death to 2021. And nobody does satire better than English. They've just been at it so much longer than we have. Occasionally you may hear a screech off a camera. That is my dog outside who thinks it's seen something dangerous and is running after it. Anyway, I like seeing it. I particularly like seeing sacred chanting, a name dropping alert, because we were roommates when we first went to Hollywood together to make our fortune. Spoiler alert, she already had a fortune. It was just fun. It's always fun to see somebody you knew well and who is still alive. Of course, we haven't spoken to each other since probably, I'm going to say 1994 is a good year. So, always glad to see we're still alive. I want you to notice that behind me there are all these sculptures. And if you had tuned into some of my earlier, maybe around August, you knew that I had moved into a house with two young people, one of whom is an award-winning sculptress or sculptor. I think we don't define them anymore. Emma Jazzieri. You can look her up on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I've given up that. And so these are some of her sculptures behind me. The center room of our house that we share is the gallery. And she lives upstairs with her novio, who is a chef. So when on the Christmas holiday, he made a delightful meal, and that was really, really neat. I'm just glad, and I hope you are too, to be alive. There are so many more options available that we know of. Maybe after you go to the other side, there are options there we hadn't explored yet. I'm sure there are. Okay, I don't know. I'm not the Dalai Lama, so I don't know. Dalai Lama is like a better expert on this. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I share with you survival techniques. First of all, don't get too comfortable in your life. Okay, a little bit of discomfort really helps you stay alive. Not a lot. You don't want your blood pressure to go up. By the way, that has saved me. I take blood pressure meds for you to know about, and I take something, I don't think they sell in the United States, that's called Trizette, that has an enzyme in it that just lowers your LDL, which turns out to be the only problem I really, really had. So it looks like I'm going to be alive and kicking for a while, and disrupting, disrupting where I can, and sending you. Gosh, I don't like to be creepy and cringy, but you know, make it the best you can for yourself every day. Because remember, if you're not taking care of yourself, doesn't matter what else you're doing. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Whoops, there I am.